What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we are going to be showcasing how to complete the brand new secret exotic quest that just went live within Destiny 2 episode Heresy. This quest will let you get the brand new Barrow Dyad exotic submachine gun, as you can see right here. And so, let's get started. Now, the first thing you will need to do is head down to the Nether. Now, I do believe you can do it in either version of the Nether, but I would recommend for all of the Nether stuff we're going to talk about in this video, do Nether exploration. It's just going to be a little bit easier to go and find the stuff you need. That's what I did. So, in Nether exploration, you are going to head over to where the Court of Oryx location is, kind of around right here if you remember from Destiny 1, and then you are going to right off from there head over to where the Tormentor is going to spawn. Like, you're always going to have a Tormentor in this room as one of the key objectives to trigger the boss fight. Now, after killing the Tormentor, as you can see, you can whip out your ghost and that will reveal hidden platforms that you can jump on right here to ascend up into this Taken sphere, this Taken portal. You're gonna go through there, and then what you don't want to do is go through the portal again. That's actually just gonna lead you right back outside, and if you do, you're gonna have to go all the way back up into that Taken portal. But what you actually need to do is get to the other side of the room, and how you do that is by using this small platform on the ground. Now, this platform has a very important shape. It's mostly circular, but then it has a point. So you are going to look in the direction of the point. You are going to look at this hive ruin, but the hive ruin is going to be blank at first. Now, as you're looking at this ruin, you will see in the bottom left corner of your screen that something whispers to the right. As you can see, you look to the right and head in that direction, and then you will be teleported to the other side of this room. Now, once you get to the other side, you interact with this object and it will give you an exotic Taken Osseous fragment. Now, what do you do next? Well, you're gonna have to go to Eris Morn's apartment and interact with the seasonal vendor. This will officially give you the brand new exotic quest, the Taken Path, and the first step is to equip a scotopic ruin, or however it's pronounced, but this is located within the runic enhancement section of that very same seasonal vendor, the slab, and if you don't have this unlocked, you may need to actually buy it with that seasonal currency, and again, equip it. You will need to be at least enhancement level 2 required to equip this, but once you do, as you can see, the exotic quest will update, and now you have to find something the Hive have concealed somewhere in Sorrow's Harbor. Well, that's very open-ended, but here's exactly what you need to do. You go to the K1 Revelation Lost Sector. Now, once you're in this lost sector, you're going to notice that suspiciously all the ads despawn, and then as you continue forward, you will see this weird Taken object right here. You shoot the small ball on top of it, and what it unveils is another one of those platforms you need to stand on with that one spike. So, what you need to do for this platform and every other platform in this exotic quest is the following mechanic. You want to stand on the platform and face the Hive ruin. That will actually end up glowing and revealing one of the Hive runic symbols, and then you need to walk the direction off of that platform which the spike is pointing. So in this case, it will also say in the bottom corner of your screen that something whispers behind you, so you head in that direction and boom, it will teleport you somewhere else. And once you do get teleported, a bunch of Taken Blights are going to spawn along with a ton of Taken enemies. Take these enemies out and eventually you will see a big ogre called the Keeper of Power. Once you kill this guy, then as you can see right here, you have the option to collect another one of your Osseous fragment. So you grab that and then the exotic quest is going to update, and now you have to find the Taken Osseous fragment, the Hive concealed somewhere in the Forgotten Shore. Now, that's going to be located within the Cosmodrome, as you can see right here, and yet again, it's not just in the Forgotten Shore, it's within the Lost Sector in the Forgotten Shore, as you can see right here, the Vile Labyrinth. So head through this lost sector, go the same route you can see me go right here, and eventually you will come across another one of those like taken domes with these small taken balls on top of it. So once again, you're going to shoot through this ball that unveils one of the platforms you need to stand on. And once again, I'm going to stand on this platform facing the Hive Ruin. The point is forward, and it even says something whispers in front of you. So you walk forward, and then you're going to teleport to another one of these special platforms. So you're going to teleport like looking at another ruin. Then you're going to hear something whispers to the left. So you head over to the left. That teleports you kind of to another Hive Ruin. And you're going to see in the background gameplay, we just keep getting teleported from ruin to ruin to ruin. Now, importantly, it actually sets us back to the original Hive Ruin we started, the first thing we stepped on, and that's when you enter these wrong. So again, it's looking at the Hive Ruins while standing on these plates. You walk in the direction of the point, and again, you can use the on-screen prompts right here. But as you can see, when we eventually input all of these ruins correctly, then we're gonna see a bunch of taken enemies spawn along with a bunch of blights. So you are essentially fighting your way through the taken back outside of this lost sector, almost like as you're making your way back through the lost sector. As you can see right here, you eventually come across this big boss here. You take this boss out, and you have another fragment you can collect right here, guys. Now, continuing from there, your quest step will update, and now it says the additional fragments you've gathered help point the way to new targets. Pick up the data from Sloan. So you're going to have to go back to the shaping slab, that seasonal vendor in Eris's apartment. As you can see right here, you're going to grab actually like 3 different quests, and all of them need to be completed to progress the official exotic quest. So you have Curse of Revenge, Curse of Urgency, and Curse of Endurance. Each one requires you to break a curse in a certain location. So the first one we did was the Curse of Endurance. This wants you to head down to the Altars of Sorrow, and as you can see when we do and load in, there are 3 taken blights located right here, and there's an object you can interact with to accept the Curse of Endurance. Once you do, if you ever played the Last Wish raid, you'll know exactly what's going on here. You then become like takenized, and you can shoot taken energy at these enemies, and what you need to do is essentially build up the curse. So you actually do have a timer on the top of your screen as well, the taken soul timer, and it's going to increase the more enemies you kill. So you just want to be slaying out on ads, guys. And eventually, once you kill enough ads, remember you actually have a special like taken super that's going to unlock, and you can totally use it as you're slaying out. But once you eventually kill enough ads, you get empowered in the left corner of your screen, and you will see the curse upon you grows heavy with power. At this point, you want to head back to kind of where you grabbed this curse from. There's a deposit station right here. You're going to walk over it, and as you can see, that will progress the quest. So now you have those 2 other curses to complete. So the next one is going to be in the Nightmare Hunt Pride, and it's located right here in the menu. At first, you are going to just head through this Nightmare Hunt completely as normal. The curse is actually going to be located all the way in the back of the Nightmare Hunt with the boss Skolass right here. So you're going to grab this and do the same thing. You're actually not going to have as long of a timer, so you're going to have to be more vigilant about slaying out on ads here, guys. But again, it's just as you kill ads, and specifically like when we actually killed Skolass, then you will get that empowered buff, and you can head over to that deposit station, and that is going to complete the Curse of Revenge. Now, we have one more curse left to do, and this is going to be in the Hallowed Grove Lost Sector within the sludge area of the EDZ, as you can see right here. So you head inside this lost sector, and pretty much immediately you will see these curses spawn. So you grab this, and then you just want to book it, honestly. Kill enemies kind of while you can, but it didn't really extend the timer too much. And yeah, you really don't have much time here. You have to blitz through this. I actually ended up failing it, but one of our teammates did make it all the way through, get empowered, and they were able to deposit, which did update the quest. So this one is a little tricky. You're gonna have to go fast. But as you can see right here, the quest will now update, and now all 3 of those curses now want you to do the same objective. It says, somewhere in the nether, something carries the taken osseous fragment you seek. Find and defeat it. Well, we head into the nether exploration mode. We did a bunch of objectives. We searched, high and low. We killed the final bosses and stuff, and we really didn't find them until we went to this particular hive statue right here. And as you get closer, you can actually interact with it. As you can see, it will start to glow green. Now, this is going to be the one that's in the mausoleum area of the nether. And then once you interact with this object, as you can see, an enemy will spawn. You kill this enemy, and then you simply go back to this hive statue and interact with it again to get the fragment. It's as simple as that. Now, as for more of these statues, like this statue is what you're looking for. This exact statue located around the nether. Importantly, if you load in to the Hall of Souls, as you can see, there's one almost immediately off to your right. So you just interact with this, you call to power, then an enemy spawns, you kill that guy, and boom, pick up the osseous fragment. Now, we did not find the other statue in that 3rd nether zone, but it doesn't matter, because gamers, what you can actually do, as you can see, you can load right back in to the Hall of Souls, interact with the exact same statue, and it will give you that other taken fragment. So you can literally, if you don't want to have to, search far and wide, just keep reloading into the nether exploration until you get Hall of Souls. Just go interact with that statue, do it once, load in again, go interact with that statue, do it twice, do it 3 times. That is it. Again, you don't need to go to the different statues. You can use the same statue and call to power 3 times to get all 3 of the fragments. Very, very important tip. But moving on from there, guys. Once you collect all of the fragments, the exotic quest is going to update, and there's 3 different steps. You have the taken osseous fragment found, the weapon acquired, and an exotic mission completed. I don't know why it's laid out like this, because all you really need to do at this point is load up the brand new exotic mission that you can see within the last city directory. As you can see right here, it's called Derealize. And this exotic mission is actually a lot more intense and a lot more complicated than your usual exotic mission, so strap in. The first thing you will need to do is just kill a bunch of dread. As you can see right here, you're in the mausoleum, you are slaying out on ads, and there's going to be specifically this portal that's covered up until you've killed every last ad. You're gonna have like tormentors, you're gonna have subjugators. It is a bit intense, as I said. But eventually, once you kill all of the ads, this portal will open up and you can go through it. So you keep heading forward until you go through this other portal right here, and then you end up in this area here. You keep going forward, and then you have a massive boss fight in this location right here. So you're going to start fighting the boss, and very soon they will become immune. At this point, the objective will update, and now you have to kill the 6 sentinels. So they're going to be located, as you can see right here, kind of on the outside of this arena. These yellow bars, take these guys down. Once you take down all 6, then 2 big ogres are going to spawn, taken ogres. At this point, you need to kill these ogres, and each one will drop a curse. Now, importantly, you actually have a specific thing you need to do with each curse. So if you're in a fire team, like 2 players grab them. If you're solo, you're gonna have to do one and then the other, but you kind of do the same thing. You're gonna charge them up on kills, and then once you get enough kills, you will become empowered. And once you are empowered, as you can see right here, there is now like a deposit, a slam spot on this particular blight right here. So I'm going to slam my curse on this blight after getting empowered, and then you will be torn between dimensions. If you ever played the Kingsfall raid, you know exactly what's going on. At this point, you will either, if you're solo, grab the second curse, or your teammate with that second curse, they also need to become empowered. And then they need to jump on the platforms that are now only available to jump on because you are torn between dimensions, and then they're going to head over to this like floating blight right here. So they go on there, deposit their curse there, and that is going to let you damage the boss again. And once you're done absolutely cranking DPS into the boss, they will become immune again, and the exact same mechanics will happen again. The Sentinels are a bit different this time, but you still kill 6 of them, you spawn 2 ogres, 2 people pick up the curses, you charge them up, and then you deposit them on those 2 different blights. The first one will tell you between the dimensions, and the second one is the final deposit spot. But once you go back to DPS the boss is gonna just teleport out of there, and soon after, they will take you with them, so you then have this new area where you need to finish off this boss with DPS. And once you do kill this boss, you're presented with yet another like Hive Ruin and that symbol on the ground that you need to stand in and then walk off in the correct order. But importantly, you will then see a code, a Hive Runic code that appears above the circle where the Hive Ruin will appear when you stand on that floor platform. So this part is a little bit complicated. You need to remember how you enter in the Hive Ruins. Again, it's standing on the floor platform facing the Hive Ruin, and if you want to enter it, again, you walk off in the direction that the point is facing. However, you need to enter the actual code, and what that means is that I enter the first symbol right here, I teleport, and if I enter the wrong symbol, as you can see, I just teleport back to the beginning. Like, I keep failing it. And the reason is because the order of the rooms you teleport to is not the actual order of the code. So as you can see right here, if I'm entering it correctly, like I need to start with that like minus symbol or burger, whatever you want to call it. So once I enter burger, I then need that A symbol. So I actually, if I am on the platform and I see a Hive Ruin that's not the A symbol, I back off of it, right, in the direction that's not the point. I'm not entering, and then I wait to get teleported to a different room, and then I check that ruin. And finally, when I do find the A symbol, then I actually enter it, right? And then I get teleported again. I check, is it the ice cream cone symbol? If it's not, I don't enter it, so I don't walk in the direction of the spike. So again, you're gonna have to like do the rounds and keep getting teleported. There is a timer in the left corner of your screen that will indicate like a countdown, and once the countdown reaches 0, you will just teleport to the next room regardless of what you've entered. So again, it's like only actually stand on and activate the ruins in the correct sequence that appears on your screen. And once you do that, you are going to finally teleport to somewhere completely different. As you can see right here, you have to jump on these objects sticking out and then head further within the Dreadnought. Specifically, you're going to pick up another osseous fragment right here. But then the exotic quest is not over. As you can see, you can actually jump down this like pipe right here and you fly all the way down to this area. Once you're down here, it's gonna be quite the jumping puzzle, and watch out for these spikes that will shoot out of the wall and impale you if you're trying to go through these openings of the wall. Now, as you make your way through, you're going to get to this, big hive object, kill some ads, and then you're going to continue through this wall. That is going to let you, progress forward. As you can see, again, you continue with this jumping puzzle and try to head to the other hive object, hive structure that you can see like on the other side of the wall when you get to the first one. However, guys, as you are progressing through this area, you are, moving forward in this jumping puzzle, you want to keep an eye out for crystals. As you can see right here, we have crystal spawns, and when you shoot them, it will actually disable one of the 3 ruins of this blocked passageway. So there are 3 crystals total. there's going to be like 2 crystals located very near where this passageway is, and the other one is in the other section of the wall that you were in before you got to this blocked passageway, right? So again, I'm going to be showing you in the background gameplay the locations of all 3 of these crystals, so hopefully you can discern that, and if you're having trouble, you can use that to help you find them. But eventually, guys, once you do shoot all 3 of those crystals, and that hive barrier will dissipate, you head on through, as you can see, and then you are going to get to another one of these hive structures. You have to jump up to this platform right here, and then we have like a hive plate. So you stand in the plate for just a little bit, and then you will see a rally banner appear. So you're going to put down that banner, get that heavy ammo, and then funny enough, you actually pretty much immediately just head over to the table and grab the Barrow Dyad. Like, you now officially have this exotic. However, the exotic mission is not actually over. What's going to happen is that you have this big bad boss spawn. The not taken version of this guy is going to spawn. Then you DPS this guy, he becomes immune. Then the taken version of that guy is going to spawn. You DPS that guy, he becomes immune, and you keep going back and forth. Now, importantly, you can see me in the background gameplay. You shoot these blights to kind of change between taken, not taken, the Ascendant realm and the normal realm to get these guys to become vulnerable and, you know, switch when one of them does become immune. Eventually, though, after switching back and forth and just DPSing these guys, shooting those little blights to change back and forth, the guy is gonna like mold into one mega taken guy. Then you basically have no chance against this guy, I guess, because you just run outside and hold the plate. And as you do so, as you can see, it will actually lock this guy behind the doorway, and that will give you the completion for this exotic quest. Now, at this point, again, you've got the Barrow Dyad. Make sure, guys, to go and activate the deep sight on it, because it is actually craftable. It is upgradable, and you're going to head back to Eris Morn's apartment within the last city, and there's going to be another quest available at that seasonal vendor, that slab, to upgrade your brand new exotic. However, that's going to be the next video I upload, because who knows how long that's going to take. This video is just about getting that exotic at a base level, because again, now you have it, you can use it, go enjoy it, gamers. Now, quick update, guys, the Barrow Dyad catalysts do indeed appear to be time-gated, so as soon as those are available, I'm going to be showcasing exactly how to get them, so make sure you're subscribed. That's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.